So one is that in our channel, as I told you that in our channel, that health related classes and videos I will keep, which are very useful to all of you. It is my promise, as I have stated that I am keeping my service. As I stated that 30 years I have kept in Indian Army Corps of Signals. As a technical engineer I have spent 30 years, and in the army also I have trained so many diploma holders, and I was an instructor in Military College of Telecommunication Engineering, MCTE, which is near to Mao. And my life 30 years, whenever I was studying in Sarma College as a student, in those days I was also, though in those days, somewhat ethical based, somewhat society awareness based, patriotic based, my nation, my village, my motherland. I have such type of feelings. Okay, after that I joined army, so I have gotten very opportunity to do the service, good opportunity to do the service to my motherland, Bharat Bhumi. Okay, my mother India. I love that my mother India. Okay, so in the army also I tried to motivate my students so well, and I tried to conduct the classes. I was an instructor as a technical computer networks engineer. Okay, and in the army also I designed so many networks like data networks, voice patient networks, and video networks. Okay, so many I have designed at the childhood, at the time of in the army also. My personal interest, I started to assemble the computers. Okay, and I used it to teach my child, my son Ganga, at the childhood at age of only just age of what, whenever I was in the Bhopal, that moment what happened, his age, whenever he has come to me, that time his date of birth 96, so 4 and 2 6 7 years. At that 7 years of age, I used it to teach him how to assemble the computers. Okay, this is the RAM, this is the motherboard, this is the processor. This is the processor, 5 volt cable, this is the 12 volt cable. So this is the RAM to be inserted here. This is the VGA section, this is the network section, this is the audio section. This is the CMOS battery. If we remove the CMOS battery, the password will be, we can erase the password. Okay, BIOS section is this. So everything I will brief like that, and I use it to carry him along with my networks, and I will explain everything in the English. Okay, this is the work networks, this is the equipment, these are the equipments, how they are functioning. So this is my switch, this is functioning, like everything I will brief like that. So that's why from the childhood I try to speak with them, and now he's a very good position as a software engineer. So whenever I was in the army, so in those days, whenever I was in that steep mountains of Himachal and Jammu Kashmir, that moment the students, they used to come from up hills to down to come to the class, attend the classes. In Rajasthan desert area, I spent there. In poverty areas, in Bengal border areas, I spent there. So I felt that I need to give, whenever I get retirement, I want to give somewhat service to the society, especially education. In those days, I was a soldier at that moment. But I laughed over me how it is happened. Whenever you go for retirement, you will be settled somewhere else in Andhra Pradesh, in rural area. But how it is possible, feasible to connectivity, those students who are in steep mountains, okay, they are so away of the education. So I promised myself that surely whenever I go on retirement, I will give support to the education. So as per my promise, after completion of 30 years of service, successfully I have completed I started my journey as a soldier. By promotions, I completed my diploma in electronics and communication engineering in MCTE, which is in Mao, Military College of Telecommunication Engineering in Mao. After that, I was posted there as an instructor. I was very interested to teach computer networks. So apart from that, I have studied a lot of communication aspects, which are fiber optics communication, satellite communication, radio frequency. So much I have studied. I was very interested studying all the topics. Apart from that, I have kept my personal interest over the computers and programming also. Whenever my child was at the age of 10 years, 11, I started to teach him Microsoft Visual Basic 6.0. Programming also I started. So all this knowledge, whatever that knowledge I have, I want to share with orphan, very poor students, rural areas, not only in India, throughout the world, rural world, especially in Africa continent. So much poverty is there. They are suffering a lot of, they are being deprived with all the amenities, education amenities. So I want to start a channel. By that channel, I want to give all that knowledge, whatever I have earned in the army, that is to be given to the youth, youngsters who are in need of that, whether they are, doesn't matter, irrespective of rich and poor, whether they are residing in rural areas, cities, doesn't matter, wherever they are living. I want to connect throughout the world. If I start a physical institute somewhere else, what happened? The students who are residing near and there, they will come. But I want to, my intention is, I want to get the connectivity throughout the world. Okay, so I started to conduct the classes on June. Okay, initially I started in 2023 January. Successfully more than 1 year I have successfully completed. So initially I started Python, after that Java, then after C, and all the topics which are related with programming, front end, back end, for full stack developer. Everything I want to touch, JavaScript, all that frameworks, collection frameworks, libraries, pandas, some scikit, numpy, so many are there, okay, which are really front end, HTML, hypertext markup language, CSS, JavaScript and their frameworks, React, Angular, and that language which is related with the database, MySQL, SQL Server, and that is what your Postgres, Oracle, any one RDBMS, relational database management systems. Apart from the structured query language and cloud computing, nowadays that they are very competitors of Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Computing and Amazon Web Services. Apart from the ChatGPT, AI models are there, Microsoft Copilot and Google Bard, and that is OpenAI, ChatGPT 3.5. So like that, so many topics I want to cover. I want to give all that knowledge to, I want to share, I want to give freely. Everything is freely up to my last breath of life. This is my promise. Myself, me, I have promised whenever I was in the army. Surely, whenever I come on retirement, I will give this knowledge to share with the students who are in need of that freely. So my concerns always indicate me that the God has given you such a very great opportunity to be part of Indian forces, and you have learned a lot in the army, you have designed a lot of networks. You share that knowledge with the very poor. Okay, don't die without sharing of this knowledge to the students. If I demise, if I go for, if die, so everything will be burnt, otherwise it will be keep into the ditch, okay, buried. So rather than keeping sharing of all this knowledge throughout the universe, so I started these classes. This is the intention behind of that. And one more intention behind of that, one mother, my mother, Sita Mahalakshmi, and she is the inspiration for me because of she has kept her selfless efforts to grown up so much of children, adopted so much of children, more than 30 children, by selling of bangles or by assets, okay, land assets, everything sold, and she has expended every penny over them. One boy, Prasad Rao, now he is in Agartala, and he was grown up under his supervision. Understand, now he is an IFS officer, Indian Forest Service. So it is one more inspiration to me to conduct these classes. She is behind of me, and she is my mother. Understand, selfless mother. Okay, in my family, one more mother is Lakshmi, and she is Naka Lakshmamma. And without any bond, with a blood relation, she grown up my father and my Badi Papa, big father, Ramaya and Krishnaya. My father name is Krishnaya, my big father name is Ramaya. Both have been grown up by selfless mother without any blood relation. Her name also Lakshmamma. Understood? So in my life, so many have supported me, and Gaddam Shashaya. So he has supported me a lot to get the seat in hostel seat. and my Elvira's mathematics teacher, he has given free tuition for me. My Chiranjeevi master, he has given very free tuition for English. Okay, all these teachers who have supported me a lot. My friends Bhaskar and my friends Sudhakar, Yatras Sudhakar and Upto Ramaniya is in Singaraikonda. My Yatras Sukar, my friend, he is a diploma holder. He is in railways. Bhaskar, he is in LIC agent. And Bhaskar, me and Upto Ramaniya and all of three, we started to study in Ongol Sharma College. So they all of them supported. So these all are behind of me. Chakichala Hanumantarao garu, okay, from my Chakichala village, he has supported Gaddam Shashriya. He has supported me. I was in his home for 30 days. I think they look after me as a son. Okay, until I will not get a hostel seat. So he has looked after me at his home as a son. Gaddam Shashriya. I am so thankful to him. So many behind of me. Okay, my mother Narayanamma, she is such a mother. We are 5 brothers, and she supported me for the education. I am the younger one. I have 4 brothers, including me 5. Okay, my 4 brothers, my mother supported a lot to give education to them, but due to some financial conditions, okay, that in those ancient days, father not supported them for the education, because if everybody goes for education due to lack of financial conditions, no? So how the home will be with all these amenities? Okay, so due to that conditions, so these are the conditions why I want to start these free classes up to my last breath of life. That is the reason so many behind of me. As I have discussed with mother, I want to, after completion of my retirement, I want to keep one